Rebecca Marino, the giant from Canada, taking on Cartel, who, look, had a pretty darn good, amazing run here in qualifiers. But Rebecca Marino, the underdog coming into this match, she puts a halt to that. Now, a lot of rain delays here. This match was postponed. They had to warm up again. And just the big forehand, the big serving of Rebecca Marino, just a little too much for Cartel, who has been playing well this year. Rebecca Marino, in my opinion, probably should have never been an underdog. But she's talked about possibly retiring and hanging it up. I hope she does not. And, when I look at some of the ladies and, watching Sarah Irani and Polini play that doubles championship, and Irani just giving a heartfelt speech, saying she's not sure how much longer she has left to play. That's the sad part where you kind of reach that crossroads and you're not sure how long you can continue. My advice, play as long as your health allows you to, right? Because it's a different game now, and a lot of the older players that have had so much success over the years, they kind of see this digital age and the multimedia now where if it was around during their tenure, their prime, they were already superstars. Imagine being super like Venus Williams in particular. Imagine how big she was without the technology then. And I feel that's kind of keeping them hanging on because, in no disrespectful way, I feel they want to still be relevant while still having the love for the game. But, someone like Venus Williams, who I just feel, it's tough because it's not my choice. It's her choice whether or not she wants to play or retire. I think she needs to retire at Wimbledon. If they can give her a wild card into that, I think that would be great. Or the U.S. Open, one of the two. But I think this year should be the last year because A, she's not playing matches. You're never going to be competitive if you're not playing matches, you know. And B, I just don't think her health is allowing her to put forth a great quality product. Now, we have seen her compete against some of the best players. I mean, last year on grass, and she's by far, I mean, she's not retired, so she still has the most slams on tour. We know that, right? 7 total. She's made 16 slam appearances, but she's final appearances, rather. But it's 49 championships, right? Goes on and on. And she would have more if it weren't for the injuries, but I just feel the physical condition that she's in right now prevents her from putting her best foot forward on the tennis court. And I feel that a lot of that has to do with the injuries over the years to where she's just lost a lot of her athletic ability. She can still baseline with the best of them. I mean, we saw her compete and have a chance to beat Elena Ostapenko, right? We saw her actually beat Camilla Giorgi last year, but she's not playing enough matches. I do feel if she plays enough matches, she's going to find herself on the ITF level. She's going to find herself on the lower level, having to get in shape, and it's a jungle down there. Those young ladies, tennis is a young lady sport. I say it all the time. Those 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-olds, they are fighting for game checks. They're fighting for their livelihood. They're fighting for ranking points. They are fighting, and it would be open season on Venus Williams, which is why she's kind of stuck in a crossroads because I don't think she moves well coming forward. She can still cover the baseline. She has long stride, long wingspan, long reach, but she does not move well coming forward, stopping, cutting, pivoting. It's not fair because of the injuries. And I think it's time to hang it up. But again, we talk about this retirement conversation. Rebecca Marino, it's something that she's been talking about. And I think Rebecca Marino, she still plays a lot of lower level matches. I still think she's a big enough talent to where she could probably play at least several more seasons at a high level. So my words to Rebecca Marino is don't retire. Continue to play because you're still competitive with a lot of these young players. And she's not afraid to go on the lower level and play and go get it in the mud. So congratulations. Rebecca Marino comes through. She's victorious. Straight set victory. How'd she do it? 7 aces, guys. She's still one of the best underrated servers no one talks about. 7 aces on tour. for this match here, rather. And look, she won nearly 80% of her first service points. She attacked the second serve of Cartel, winning 57% of those. 13 opportunities to break Cartel. Look, we have a lot of great matches here today. We have some championship matches coming up. We also have Alexander and Carlos Alcaraz. They're going at it right now. Listen, Alexander's a huge underdog in that match. I think he'll probably win at least a couple sets. You could take him to win a couple sets as an underdog. But nonetheless, on the WTA side, we have Katie Volley-Nets. Ice Veins Katie taking on Mayar Sharif. That's the Croatian championship. I like Katie. I think she has a good opportunity there to do something against Mayar Sharif. That's going to be good. We have the Italian championship where Tadani's taking on Panna Yadvardi. I think Panna's the underdog there. I like what she can do, to be honest with you. The way she beat Tamara Zidinsek, I don't think Tadoni's going to give her that much more of a hard time than Tamara would. As long as Panna recovered, it was a late match, late, long, grueling match. Panna should probably win that match. Allison Van Uyck, Tatiana Maria, they're playing. Did that end yet? I like Allison. I think she can take out the older veteran in that match. And Jill Teichmann taking on Romero Gomez. If Teichmann recovered, she took a nasty spill yesterday. She had to save 6 match points. But Sarah Sieto is someone I want you to watch out for. I think she's the second coming of Emma Raducanu. Very, very good player. And then we have grass season starting tomorrow, guys. We have, of course, Nottingham, Hertogenbosch. Elizabeth Manlick, she takes out Samnez in straight sets. Dalma Galfi takes out Kessler. Robin Montgomery, she's coming up against, that's Coco's Bessie, in case you don't know. She's taking on Sun. Sasnovich is taking on Teresa Martinsova from the Czech Republic, another great Czech Republican player. I've said it time and time again. I think they're fading now due to injury. You know, Barbora's been injured. Teresa's been injured. Pliskova hasn't been healthy. The Favortova sisters are kind of hitting a slump, as we see here. Linda's playing up next. I thought the Czech Republic was putting the best. I thought they had the best tennis scene probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. But with the injuries, they're kind of taking a step back. Jessica Ponche and Preston, that's coming up. That's Hertogenbosch. And of course, guys, we have Nottingham, where the rematch, Harriet Dart, the Brit, is going to be taking on Katie Bolter, ladies and gentlemen. But again, we also have Kimberly Burrell. She's taking on Alava. Linda Favortova up next, taking on Murray. That's going to be a good match. So tennis in a minute. I'll keep you covered. Grass season is here. Clay is over for the time being. We'll be right back.